A reading taken from Exodus, verses from chapter 14 and 15. As Pharaoh drew near, the Israelites looked back, and there were the Egyptians advancing on them. In a great fear, the Israelites cried out to the Lord. They said to Moses, "Was it because there were no graves in Egypt that you have taken us away to die in the wilderness? What have we done to us, bringing us out of Egypt? Is this not the very thing we were told in Egypt? Let us alone and let us serve the Egyptians." But Moses said to the people, "Do not be afraid. Stand firm and see the deliverance that the Lord will accomplish for you today. For the Egyptians whom you see today, you shall never see again. The Lord will fight for you, and you will have only to keep still." Then the Lord said to Moses, "Why do you cry out to me? Tell the Israelites to go forward. But you lift up your staff and stretch out your hand over the sea and divide it, that the Israelites may go into the sea on dry land. Then I will harden the hearts of the Egyptians, so that they will go in after them. And so I will gain glory for myself over Pharaoh and all his army, his chariots and his chariot drivers. And the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord, when I have gained glory for myself over Pharaoh and his chariots and his chariot drivers." The angel of God, who was going before the Israelites' army, moved in and went behind them. And the pillar of cloud moved in front of them and took its place behind them. It came between the army of Egypt and the army of Israel. And so the cloud was there with them in the darkness, and it lit up the night. One did not come near the other all night. Then Moses stretched out his hand over the sea. The Lord drove the sea back by a strong east wind all night and turned the sea into dry land, and the waters were divided. The Israelites went into the sea on dry ground, the waters forming a wall for them on the right and on the left. The Egyptians pursued and went into the sea after them, all of the Pharaoh's horses, chariots, and chariot drivers. At the morning watch, the Lord, in the pillar of fire and cloud, looked down upon the Egyptian army and threw the Egyptians' army into a panic. He clogged the chariots' wheels so they turned with difficulty. The Egyptians said, "Let us flee from the Israelites, for the Lord is fighting for them against Egypt." And then the Lord said to Moses, "Stretch your hand over the sea so that the water may come back over the Egyptians, upon their chariots and their chariot drivers." So Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and at the dawn of the sea returned it to its normal depth. As the Egyptians fled before it, the Lord tossed the Egyptians into the sea. The waters returned and covered the chariots and the chariot drivers, the entire army of Pharaoh that had followed them into the sea. Not one of them remained. But the Israelites walked on dry ground through the sea, the waters forming a wall for them on the right and on the left. Thus the Lord saved Israel that day from the Egyptians. And Israel saw that the Egyptians were dead on the seashore. Israel saw the great work that the Lord did against the Egyptians. So the people feared the Lord and believed in Moses and the Lord and in his servant Moses. Then the prophet Miriam, Aaron's sister, took her tambourine in her hand, and all the women went after her with their tambourines and with dancing. And Miriam sang to them. "Sing to the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously. Sing to the Lord, oh sing to the Lord, horses and riders, he has overthrown into the sea, into the sea. Sing to the Lord, oh sing to the Lord, oh sing to the Lord. Hear what the Spirit is saying to the church. Okay?